Well, good morning, guys, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to Jet-in Airways, where a smile goes a long way. This is one of my first streams, so it is a bit of a practice run for me today. I'm not sure how it will go. I'm still getting to learn the ropes here with this streaming. So it's just a simple little flight today. You're welcome to join in if you would like to do a flight along with me. I will show you the flight plan. This is the flight plan we have today. We are flying from Stansted over to John Lennon Airport in Liverpool. So if you have a look here, we are departing out through Nugbo. We've got a bit of a dog leg here. It's a standard instrument departure from Stansted. And we're coming in through Monty, and then we're doing approaching through runway ILS 09 up and through there. I'll probably do a manual landing today. I may engage the ILS, we'll see how we go, but I'm quite keen on doing manual landing. So these are all the waypoints, as you can see. I've customized it a little bit, so there's not many waypoints there. It is a very, very simple little flight plan. And you're welcome to fly it and fly along with Jet-in Airways. So if you're listening today, let me know how the sound is. Can you hear me okay? Are the levels okay? I'm still getting to the hang of this. Still a lot to learn in regards to the streaming. Hopefully I am improving and getting better. Trying to concentrate on doing a good flight and a good landing, as well as keeping an eye on how the stream is going and all the settings. Is not as easy as it sounds, I have discovered. So I have an admiration for all the big time streamers who do such a good professional job with their streams. But anyway, I don't want it to be a long stream today, so we're going to get right in and we're going to get underway. I'm already running on my APU. So I am free to go ahead and get some pushback. I'll put my flight plan in here. Here it is. We're departing out through Nugbo, Bigley. Next page, I'm heading straight over to Monty, then CEF 09. I need to be at 2,500 feet for our final approach, and then it's straight into runway ILS 09. But our top of descent, we're going to be, by the look of it, around 11,000 feet, 15,000 feet at Nugbo, and then at CF09 we're down to 2,500 feet. So a bit of a descent to do there. So I think that flight plan is okay. If we have a look at it on our display here we are here at Stansted, and I step through the waypoints up here over through this dogleg to Nugbo. It seems to be a standard sort of a dogleg for a departure for Stansted. Seems to be the way it is, but that's fine. And we're heading up there over to Monty and into our turnaround to the right. We will be at 2,500 feet at that point, and then we'll do our ILS approach and a manual landing, I believe. I think that's what I will try and do. Try and do a nice landing. My last stream, my landing was a bit of a disaster, as it often is. I'm a casual fun flyer, guys. Okay, so don't worry too much. There's probably not much to learn here, guys, if you're an experienced flight simmer. But if you're just getting started and you're a beginner, maybe you'll pick up a few tips, because I do everything very easily and very simply. So I'm going to turn some taxi lights on here, get some things underway, and I think we are ready to actually get some pushback. Let's have a look at where we are. We're at Stansted, and I'll send the drone up so you can have a bit of a view, bit of a look around. I did get the add-on for Stansted because I think I am going to fly around this little area quite a lot. I'm quite enjoying it, enjoying the scenery. Just still getting my act together as far as some regular good easy routes for Jet-in Airways. But as I set up some more routes, I will make them available to you, like this one today. I'll show you, so you're welcome to fly for Jet-in Airways as well. Just casually, just have some fun flying. If you're just a beginner, you're welcome aboard, and you're welcome to come over to our Discord and have a chat, ask questions, and fly with us as well. So a nice little airport after the add-on. I think it was about $18 or $20. I'm going to do a video on these add-on airports later, at a later date, and we'll look at the price, we'll look at the airport, see if it was actually worth it. But I only download and install the airports that I'm going to be flying in and out of on an often and regular basis. If I'm only going to be using it 2 or 3 times, I won't. But if I'm going to be using it often for Jet-in Airways, I will buy it, download it, and install it. That way I know I am getting value for money, really. Okay, so we can come in here, go to our menu, and let's get things ready for pushback here. We can remove our chocks, and that will release our ground power unit there. And we can come back and get some pushback underway. We will release our brakes. Were they on? They weren't really on, but they're off now. And we'll go ahead and get a few other things set up here, like our climb out speed. Set that at 250 for now. Set that at 250. Set that at 250. Auto brake, we've got that on rejected takeoff, and we're going ahead with our pushback. So I think I'll go ahead and start up some engines. APU bleed is on. Let's get our right engine underway here, and we'll be looking good. Got a bit of a short taxi today, which is quite nice. Not too far to taxi. Not like San Diego. I often have a pretty long taxi from our gate for Jet-in Airways down to the hold short. Today we have a reasonably short taxi, which is good. Nice for a change. Right, we can stop our taxi there, and we'll put our brake on, and we'll go ahead with our startups. Flaps I will set at 5. Down 3 notches for that. The ILS I've already set 11175 on both sides. Right, let's get our left engine underway here. Right, left engine is underway. So a little taxi, our taxi today is just out over there to the left, so not very far to go. Just nice. Right, so let's bung these into continuous. Put our engines onto the bus so we have power from the engines. Turn off our APU bleed on with our generators. Window heats can go on. Packs can go on. Fuel damper on. We'll cover up our power switch. Seatbelt lights are all on. Right, so we're all good. Confirm, flaps down 5, rejected takeoff for the auto throttle. And we're all good and all clear. All clear for taxi. Just check our control surfaces before we do anything else. Let's have a look here. Control surfaces are all good. Whoops. Put our brake on. Control surfaces are all good. That is fine. Right, let's taxi over to the hold short. Welcome to the stream. If you've just joined me and you're watching, feel free to make a comment in regards to the sound, whether the sound is too high, too low, how it's looking, let me know. But we're just doing a simple flight, Stansted over to Liverpool. I did it yesterday a couple of times just as a bit of a practice. One time went really well, the other time was a bit of a disaster. So, oh dear. Things only go wrong when people are watching. Only go wrong when people are watching. Wizz Air. What a new, nice livery there. Haven't seen that one before. Quite nice spawning into these aircraft and seeing new liveries that you haven't seen before. I think that's quite fun. Quite a nice livery. That one. Nice short taxi distance today. And we're going to do a full toga takeoff, departure, a rolling takeoff, straight out. We are in the PMDG 800. And we have a Discord. I will put that in the description later as this video goes on to YouTube. I'll put it in the description, the link to our Discord, so you can chat if you're just beginner getting started. It's a good place to be. You have other people who fly. You can ask questions, bounce off ideas if you're stuck on something. Believe me, I'm stuck on something quite often. So Pinkos, hello Pinkos TV, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. How's the volume there? Is it all okay? Let me know. Okay, lights on, flaps down 5. Auto brakes on, rejected takeoff. Flight directors on. Let's do the vertical speed. Let's set that about 2,400. We'll try that for a start. That should come on when we hit the autopilot. Right, let's head out to the active. And get the camera in a good position for takeoff. I love to listen to the sound of these engines as we roar down the runway. It is so cool. Right, we'll get in the right position here. Not a very long flight today, but it's good. Just a bit of a practice for me, really, to get used to this streaming idea. Okay, we're on the center line. We'll bring up the power. Airspeed alive. Right, we're going to Toga. Oh yeah, sound I love. Wait for the call outs. V1. Nice and gentle. Positive rate. Gear up. Beautiful. So it's goodbye to Stansted. What a nice little airport. We're going to be seeing quite a bit of this little airport up here. Quite nice. Let's turn on the auto throttle. Auto throttle on. LNAV on. Autopilot on. Flaps up 1. Gear in the off position. Taxi lights off. Landing lights off. Vertical speed. Let's set that again. It's a bit too high there. 2.4 will be fine for me. We'll set the climb out speed a bit higher. Flaps up another 1. Auto brake set to 3 for landing. And we're on our way to John Lennon Airport in Liverpool. Altitude, I'm going to set at 20,000 feet. Flaps up. You can see by our flight plan here, we've got this dog leg coming out of Stansted, heading over to our standard instrument departure there. Take our speed up to 298. And while I think of it, we'll turn the clock on as well. Should have done that when I was at the on the runway. Would have been good to do that. Often forget though. Terrible. I'm not a real pilot, guys. Everybody knows that. It's so obvious. I just wear the shirt for a bit of fun for the channel. I'm a learner, beginner really. Even though I've been playing with the simulator for years, I just learn something every time I'm in the plane. Which is why I love it, really. It's educational, and that's what gives it longevity. You just, every time you fly, you learn something. Right. A bit of cloud around, so we're not getting a lot in the way of beautiful views at the moment. But that's fine. That is fine. Right, heading round to the left. And we're heading up. We're 13, coming up through 14,000 feet now. Have a look at our VMAP here. Get a bit of an idea how far we have to go. Turn on our map. Here we go. There's quite a few people flying today. Look at that. These are all the planes that show up of people who are flying live today. There's a lot of people out flying. It's good to see. What if there's some other Jet-in pilots there? Have to have a bit of a look around. Could be. Right, so we're up through 15,000 feet. Let's have a look at our plan here. CF09. We got to come up to 17,000 feet. We're at 17,000 feet already. Monty, we're probably going up a little bit high there. Morning, Alan.
G'day, mate. How you going?
God, mate, a bit early for you, eh? Sorry.
Yeah, a bit early for me.
9 o'clock at night suits me really good, you know, but I just thought I'd try some different times for other parts of the world, you know.
Yeah, I haven't been loaded up. I'm just still loading it up.
No, that's fine. Oh, I'm well on the way. Well on the way.
It'll only take me a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
10 minutes.
The other, I've mucked this up a little bit. For the UK, I probably should be streaming around about, maybe around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Or 7 p.m. I think. Yeah, 7 a.m. Sorry, 7 a.m. is good for the UK. Midday lunchtime is for us for me is good for the US, around about Miami up through San Diego, Los Angeles, around about there.
Yep.
So when we do our regular flights around that area, we'll start a stream around about 12 o'clock midday here, which is about what 9 o'clock for you or 10 o'clock.
I'm not sure, mate.
So my lunchtime at 12.
Okay.
I
had a woman message me this morning about that bus.
Oh, cool.
I just got back to send her a video. She said, yeah, this just what I want. She said, because I got another separate room in there which I had as recording studio.
Yeah.
So she's a single mum with 2 kids and just wants to park it up. So with bunks in it, where that room was, perfect, you know.
Brilliant.
She said she's a single mum, must have gone through a divorce. She said, my solicitors would just pay cash for it.
Your voice is on live here, Alan.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's fine. No, that's cool. Good news, eh? Wait to hear some good news on that.
Yep.
My guy hasn't come back to me on the van, but I don't expect he will. But you never know. You could be surprised. Someone else will buy it. But between the two of us one day, we might be able to pool our resources and buy a real 737.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Just a nice real simulator would be really good.
Yeah. You imagine having an airplane on it, a disused old one, and then building it out like accommodation in the back. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
That would be awesome, man, to live in the back of an old 727 or an old airliner that's not used, you know?
Yeah.
That would be just a dream house for me. Just a dream house. I'd have a balcony out on one of the wings. That would be one of the balconies. The deck. so nice. And I think there are people that have done that.
Yeah, there was a plane sold there. There was a plane sold a couple of years ago in Las Vegas, I think, out in the desert that was sitting out there, and they were going to transform it into a living home sort of thing.
Yeah. Very, very cool. I mean, once you got it transported, that's the big operation. Get the wings off it, get it transported, get the wings back on it somewhere, put it on some land. It'd be a dream house for me. I'd love it. Very, very cool. If I was younger, I'd work on something like that. If I was a young guy, and I'd set it up somewhere where the public can have access, and I'd put a coffee shop there as well. I'd set it up with like a coffee shop, a museum, coffee shop, and then I'd have some accommodation, you know. That'd be brilliant. And the land around it, I'll build out like a real airport.
Okay.
With taxiways and things. Be a real destination coffee shop sort of thing, you know. People would travel, would go there, buy souvenirs, planes, and you could have a simulator. They could sit on the simulator, fly the simulator. Never mind. If I was young again. If I was young again. I'm at 20,000 feet. I'll start coming down soon, slowly.
God, these things take so long to load now in the Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Isn't it? I don't know why. I don't know whether it's the latest upgrades or whatever, but it's just getting slower and slower.
It's taken like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, you see that screen, with those pictures on it, and it just sort of sits there.
Yeah.
How's the sound? Does the sound sound okay, the microphone? Sounds good?
Well, I'm listening on Discord, so...
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, it sounds good to me, and your voice sounds about perfect for the volumes. So it'll be on YouTube later today when I finish streaming. Didn't want to do a really long stream, but just a quick flight. Just a bit of practice. Hopefully the landing will be good. Yeah, for those of you, anyone watching, welcome to the stream. Jet-in Airways, just having a quick, short flight today. Stansted over to John Lennon Airport in Liverpool. Just a new little plan I've got going for Jet-in Airways. You're welcome to try it and fly it. At the beginning of the video, I put my plan up so you could see the departures and the waypoints. Very, very simple, not many. But you could play around with that and add to it and make an even better plan if you're good at that kind of thing. It would be good. A bit cloudy here. Can't see much in the way of views, but we'll be coming down soon. Should see something. Those clouds look pretty beautiful. Very nice.
Anyway, have a safe landing. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, okay mate, have fun.
Bye.
Cheers. That was Alan, one of our Jet-in pilots, who flies often for Jet-in Airways, 737s. very good pilot, and I've got to say I learned a lot from Alan. That's one of the beauties of having mates you can fly with and multiplayer, and you'd be very welcome to join us if anyone's watching this video. You just learn so much, you know. I get stuck on the most simple and basic stuff, and so sometimes I feel a bit dumb asking these stupid questions, but sometimes you got to. That's how you learn, you know. We're all learning. We all get stuck on the little stuff sometimes, and that's what it's all about, helping each other, supporting each other on the Discord there. So you're very welcome to join that if you're just getting started, if you're a beginner, if you're an experienced flight simmer, you're welcome to join and have fun as well. We're just a casual, fun airline, nothing too full on or serious here. Very murky and cloudy out there. We're coming down in our altitude. Let's bring some speed down, I think, seeing I'm going downhill. Quite a few people out flying. I can see all the other live flight simmers who are out flying around today. There's quite a lot of people out flying. So we're heading over here towards Monty. This is the flight plan as it came up on the menu in Flight Simulator, which I'm not really using. I'm using the one that I put into my FMC, but it does give me a bit of an idea of where I am. So I'm heading over here towards Monty, and then it will be up here, turning around to the right and into the ILS approach. Probably do a manual landing. We'll see how we go. So at Monty, I need to be 8,800 feet. So I'm coming down quite nicely towards Monty. No big rush, no hurry today. May come up here, put my landing lights on. Taxi lights, tend to forget about them sometimes, so it's quite often common for pilots to put those on early. So let's do that. It's about 12:30 here in New Zealand at the moment. What's the time where you are? Let me know. I think really for the UK flights around Britain and that, I'm going to be starting a bit earlier, maybe 7 AM in the morning. If I can plan my time nicely and do that, I think that'll be a better time for people in Britain and England and around Scotland, around that area. And then when I'm flying in the US around our home base in San Diego and Miami, I will fly probably around midday, 12 o'clock here, New Zealand time. And I think that will be about 8 PM over in California and Miami. But if I fly at 7 AM here in New Zealand in the land of the Kiwi, I think that will be about 8 PM in Britain around England there. So I'll adjust my times and it will be around about 8 PM in the evenings for other viewers around the world. So I think it could work in quite well. If you enjoy watching some streams, feel free to make a comment, give us a like, or subscribe, and we'll try and do some more streaming, set up some regular times. So we're coming down now to 8,000 feet, which is where about we want to be at Monty. Coming down to 8,000. If you've just joined us, welcome. Welcome to Jet-in Airways. We're heading over to John Wayne Airport in Liverpool. Departed Stansted, and just a short little hop today. Nice little flight for a bit of practice, or streaming practice. Getting the hang of it slowly. Starting to see some nice scenery now as we come down a little bit. Beautiful. Right, so what speed are we are? Our speed is coming down. That is good. 8,000 feet is good. So I've been flying for 18 minutes so far. I put the clock on sort of halfway through our climb. I should have put it on when I was on the runway, but we left Stansted. I was about halfway through my climb and I realized the clock wasn't on. So we've been flying for 18 minutes there. And I think we're probably just about halfway. So not a big flight today. I quite like the short flights because often I have so much other stuff I need to do during the day. I don't want to be flying for 2 hours or streaming for 3 hours, 2 hours. It's just a nice short hop or flight suits my lifestyle and schedule quite nicely. Just small little regional hops suit me fine. Right, I think we can sort of take our speed up a little bit more now. We've finished our big descent there for a little while. Get under these clouds, we might have some more views, some nice views as we come into Liverpool over a bit of water. I think it's a very, very nice approach into Liverpool. Very nice. Let's have a look at our VNAV map. Right, so we're coming into Monty and we'll be spinning around to the right when we hit Monty, and then we've got to go down to 2,500 feet when we hit Monty. Yeah, CF09 we need to be 2,500. Our speed 189 knots. We're now at 190 basically. So we're not doing too bad. We'll be right on the money, I think. Right on the money. Let me know what the time is where you are, if you're watching this live. We have our landing lights on early today. And our taxi lights. And our ILS frequency is in there. 11175 on both sides. With a heading of 86. Both sides there. Auto brake set at 3 for landing. Welcome to the stream, guys. Feel free to make a comment. Let me know how everything sounds to you. We're just doing a short little hop from Stansted over by London up to John Lennon Airport, Liverpool. Lovely little hop. Over some little villages there, very nice. Lovely scenery. I think I'm going to fly around this area quite a bit. In the past I've been flying a lot around Florida and Los Angeles, California, but I'm going to do more around here up through to Scotland, Edinburgh, as Jet-in Airways gets established in this region. We're going to be doing a few more flights and some group flights as well, so feel free to join the Discord, become a friend of Jet-in Airways or fly for Jet-in Airways if you have Flight Simulator or X-Plane, X-Plane 11 or 12. You're welcome to fly for Jet-in Airways. Just have some casual fun flying, give yourself a little bit of purpose as you're flying, fly some of our routes. So I'll put our Discord up, join the Discord. It's a good place to be if you're an amateur, beginner, someone like me who's always needs a bit of advice or a bit of help. I'm always doing something wrong. Always get stuck on the most simplest little things, and thankfully for Jet-in pilots are very, very good and very, very happy to help and give out some advice, because we're all learning, eh? You got okay, 9 nautical miles to Monty, and then we've got to bring it down to 2,500 feet and prepare for our final approach, really. You can see our plane arriving here now on our flight plan. I put the flight plan up at the very beginning of the stream, so if you go back and you can take a photo or a screenshot of that and you can fly the route for yourself for Jet-in Airways. It's got the departures on that screen that I shared. It's got the ILS and everything, so I did a little bit of customizing with it with the waypoints, so you can play around with it as well. Play around with it as well and do a bit of customizing and improve on it. Hopefully it's going to work quite well for me today. Okay, so we've got to prepare to come down a little bit soon. Our speed is okay considering where we are in time right now. Right, coming round to the right. Here we go. Should turn my mic off when I cough, eh? Just got to press of a button here. That's what I should do. Have a good old cough. Okay, so we're coming down. We need to be CF09. We need to be at 2,500 feet. So we're working on that. I think that should be fine. And then we've got to bleed off some speed because we will be on finals. Feel free to make a comment, guys. Join in the chat there. Do some super chat, make some donations, maybe $50, $100. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. I don't need donations or money. Right? Just here to have fun and share my hobby. But you never know. One day I might need a few bucks, okay? But I doubt it. So we are coming down now. Looks a little bit low from where I'm sitting, to be honest. Get some speed down anyway. We'll bring the nose up a little bit and bleed off some speed. Got some diamonds there. Start bringing some flaps down. A little bit of scenery now. Some nice little villages as we come into Liverpool. Some farming communities, some crops. Very nice country views. Very green and croppy, very much like New Zealand really. Very much like the New Zealand landscape. Okay, so we're coming in a little bit low, but it says CF09 we need to be at 2,500. So I probably came down to 2,500 a little bit early, to be honest. Next time I'll try and time that a little bit different. But I know that once we turn around to the right, we are pretty much straight away on finals. So I really don't want to miss. I really don't want to miss that that height restriction or that requirement to be at 2,500. Otherwise, I'm going to be behind the 8 ball and scramming a little bit. So I think it's, you know, I feel comfortable being ready a little bit earlier than I need to be. That's due to my lack of experience, of course, and the fact that I'm a pretty dodgy pilot. But I'm trying to learn, trying to improve. Okay, there's our plane coming onto the screen, so we're approaching that final turn now towards our finals. So really want to get our speed down now. Start getting our speed down closer to where we should be. And some flaps down as well. And we're pretty much down to the right altitude. 2,500. Let's set that up. 2,500. 2,500. Can drop some gear. .250 knots. Bring some flaps down a bit more. Get some flaps down. We're pretty much well configured. Pretty well set up for our landing, I think. We'll switch our ILS. In fact, we have some solid diamonds there. So as soon as we get through this turn, I'll turn on the approach hold. And we should be looking good. The goal is to be at this intersection here, 250, 2,500 and close to landing speed, 150 or 160 knots. That was my goal, and we're looking all good for that. Let's go through our flow, check landing lights on, taxi lights on, flaps down. Got some solid diamonds there. And here we go with our turn. Lovely scenery as we come into Liverpool. Beautiful. Right, let's go ahead and hit approach hold. That should stay on there. And we are on finals, guys. We are on finals. GS glide slope, so we're locked onto the glide slope there. And thank you to Alan, all the little hints and tips that he gives me when I'm learning how to do all this stuff. One of our Jet-in pilots. Feel free to join the Discord, guys, and fly along with us. We're all learning and we all help and support each other, so it would be good to have you on board. Here we are on our final approach now. We're at 160 knots. Let's bring that down. Let's bring it down 145. Lovely scenery in over Liverpool there. Just beautiful. Bit cloudy, but not too bad. Got under those clouds, now we have some nice views. Very cool. Just about have a visual on the runway. There we are, straight ahead there. Look at the sun. Look at the colours from that sunrise. It is sunrise as we come into Liverpool. Just gorgeous, isn't it? Should take a screenshot of that. Take a photo. Beautiful. Beautiful. And let's turn our record mode on, shall we? Our replay mode. Is it on? Yep, there it is. So we can watch a replay of our landing. See what we did right. See what we did wrong. Is it turning on or not? Come on. It's going a bit funny actually. I'm going to turn it off. Frame rate really clogged up. It was getting blocky, so I turned that off. Don't want to risk the computer freezing up or something happening there. Okay, we should get ready to turn off our autopilot. Autopilot off, I have the plane. Here we go, welcome to Liverpool, guys. Welcome to Liverpool. What a lovely little place. And we can taxi out. I think we're taxiing out to the left. Taxiing out to the left here. Couldn't seem to turn on that replay mode. It was looking really dodgy. So I didn't want to freeze anything up, so I didn't bother to turn it on. So we'll taxi to the gate, and that flight plan seemed to work for me. That flight plan seemed to work for me very, very nicely. So I think I'm going to save that flight plan. I'm going to lock that in to the Jet-in flight plan files, so that I can fly that on a regular basis. It works really well. Now this is the John Lennon Liverpool Airport. I have downloaded the add-on for it, the extra, just to make it look a little bit special, and it is really, really nice. We'll have a quick look around when we get up to parking, but the landing seemed okay. Quite happy with that. I've done a lot worse, a heck of a lot worse. I don't tend to hide all my disasters, guys. Sometimes I do if I'm repeating my disasters during practice. I will hide them or delete, but often you'll see my videos, if you go back, particularly streams and things, you'll see some pretty dodgy landings. I don't see the point in hiding it, you know. I'm the same as all you guys. I'm learning. I make mistakes, and that's how we improve. So I don't need to hide it. Nothing to be embarrassed about it. We're all here to support, and hopefully people see my muck-ups and make comments, and I learn stuff, you know. Learn stuff from you guys. Nothing wrong with sharing your mistakes. Nothing wrong at all. Have a look at this airport. Quite nice. It's not a huge, big airport, to be honest. It's not a huge, big airport, but what is there is quite nicely done. It's simple, but it's nice. Right, we're going to come in here and park. We'll come in, find a car park over here somewhere. A gate, not a car park, a gate. Let's find a nice gate over here. This one looks fine for me. Nice and close to the bar, I can have a drink. Oh, it's a bit early for a drink. Probably another coffee, I think. After this, I may need another coffee. Let's come down here, turn on the park brake. Park brake is on. That is all good. The plane is going to be here for a while. We don't have a turnaround within the next hour, so everything can just go off, really. I'm basically just going to leave everything the way I found it. As my father used to say to me, if I used any tools in the workshop or anywhere, you can use all my tools, Sonny. He'd say, don't mind, just put everything back where you found it. Otherwise you get a bit annoyed. So let's just put everything back the way we found them, and I think that should be okay for the next pilot who does the does the flight, which will probably be me, eh? Which will probably be me. Put those back around there where they normally are. And that's it, guys. That's the end of our flight. What a nice little trip from Stansted over to Liverpool. Really enjoyed that. What a nice flight. And I'm loving that little flight plan. It worked really nice for me. So like I said, I'm going to save that in the Jet-in files, and I'll fly that on a regular basis now. But look at the little airport. It's cute. It's small. Not a lot here, but what is here looks really nice. I don't like the huge big airports, to be honest, like O'Hara International Airport and all. They're just so vast, so expansive, and of course you can't turn everything up. The computer takes a real hit, so you've got to turn everything down anyway. So I actually prefer these quaint little airports, the ones that are a little bit smaller, where you can have everything on and you see it the way it's supposed to be, the way the developers wanted you to see it. But it doesn't really take a big hit on the computer. Now here's the yellow submarine from the song, The Beatles, which is just really neat. It's cute, isn't it? There we are, the yellow submarine. Have a look over here. This is nice. We can see the name of the airport on the front. We got plenty of buses here, shuttling people into the airport to catch their Jet-in Airways flight. Very nicely done. Simple, but quite cute. Really like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. I didn't make too many muck-ups today. Maybe I am starting to improve on the streaming thing. I don't know about my flying, whether that's improving. I'm hoping it is. But happy with the landing. Can always improve on that kind of stuff, but I'm quite happy for that today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Please give us a thumbs up. Make a cheeky little comment if you like. Feel free to join the channel, join and fly for Jet-in Airways. It would be lovely to have you on board with the Discord. And you have a wonderful day, guys, or a good night, whatever the time is there for you. I'll see you on the next video or the next stream. Take care, guys. Have fun flying. Over and out.